Buenos días. Hoy es día 79 of 100 Days of Spanish. Today we're going to do some words about luggage, lost luggage, and if you stay to the end, I'll tell you a great way to remember colours en español. Let's start with the word for label. It's etiqueta. Those of you who know me know that I like a k sound. I like the word 500, 500. I like the word label. Etiqueta. Sounds like somebody's name. Etiqueta. And it sounds pretty. It has, or does it have, same word, TNA. It sounds like our three letters, TNA. En español, to say, does it have a label on it, they just say, does it have a label? Tiene etiqueta. Tiene etiqueta. Okay, we got that. Luggage is equipaje. You find a lot of these words that end in age, like luggage, end in aje, en español. Equipaje. I forgot what I was talking about there. Equipaje. It sounds to me almost like a type of breakfast that they might have in somewhere like Yorkshire. Equipaje. So it's going to rhyme with words like voyage or trip, viaje, and language, lenguaje, garage, garaje. So maybe you could try to write un poema, una rima. I think that playing with lenguaje is one of the best ways. I think los humanos aprendemos cuando jugamos, when we play. So try to write un poema and post it in the comments. I'd love that. If you want to ask, does your luggage have a label on it? It will be su equipaje tiene etiqueta. Bien? Now let's go and think about some of the different types of equipaje that you might have. So you might have a suitcase, which is una maleta, or una valisa. But we're going to go with maleta para hoy. And it consists of this word mala, which is bad, and eta, which is small. So I don't know why that became suitcase, but there we are. Imagine you've dropped your maleta on your toe and it hurts. You could tell it off. Mala, mala maleta. Don't do that. Eso no se hace. Do you like the sound of that? Eso no se hace. You don't do that. One more time. Eso no se hace. That's your maleta. You might have a rucksack, which is una mochila. And when I looked up the history of that word, it comes from mochil, which is a Basque word. You know that the Basque language is completamente diferente to any other language that we know. So it doesn't have any parientes, no relatives. But we have this word mochil, meaning boy, and from there we got mochila, which is the perdón, the bag that the messenger boy carries, and that became our rucksack. And you can see mochileros, the backpackers, and you have backpackers hostels called Los Mochileros. And you also have Dora the Exploradora. She has her mochila, and that has a little song, so you can look up mochila song, and it goes mochila, 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 mochilas, and then it goes into all sorts of other español. So mochila, you can learn that word fácilmente. Does your if you want to say, does your rucksack have a label on it? How will you say that? Su mochila tiene etiqueta. That word su is your, if we're using the usted form. If we're using the tu form, it will be tu. One more time. Tu mochila tiene etiqueta. How about, does your suitcase have a label? Su maleta tiene etiqueta. Okay, so imaginamos that you're doing un viaje en autobús. Vas de viaje en autobús. And you have either una maleta or maybe una mochila. And that's going to go under, debajo del autobús. Yeah? Subes el autobús. That means you go up onto the bus. Subes el autobús. Vas de viaje. And then you bajas. You get off the bus. Bajas del autobús. And they open el compartimiento debajo del autobús. And you're going to look for, buscar tu maleta, buscar tu mochila, buscar tu equipaje. Okay? And if you don't find it, so you, in English we say I can't find, and in español they just say I don't find. So they say no encuentro. So I don't find my suitcase. No encuentro mi maleta. I don't find my luggage. No encuentro mi equipaje. And I don't find my backpack, my rucksack. No encuentro mi mochila. Okay? Or you could say I've lost it. And the word for lost is perder. Okay? And it comes from the same root that gives us perdition. And that means absolute ruin, or you've lost everything, or you've lost your soul. So that's perdition. So perder, not quite so serious. It's just I've lost, or to lose. So I've lost is he perdido. He perdido mi equipaje. He perdido mi maleta. He perdido mi mochila. Okay? So you say this to el conductor del autobús. Perdón, he perdido mi equipaje, no encuentro mi mochila. El conductor dice, ¿tiene etiqueta? Sí, tiene etiqueta. And it could be al otro lado del autobús. Maybe they've taken it off both sides and you didn't know. You're a bit cansado. And or cansada, and you didn't know, or maybe it's still in a little corner, un rincón debajo del autobús. So the bus driver is going to ask you cómo es, and we're getting to the end of the class here, so you're going to tell him el color. And here's una canción, a little song to help you remember the colours. And I've got this. So we've got rojo, amarillo, rosa, verde, morado, naranja, azul. Right, I'm not going to sing anymore. That's enough. But if you want to replay it, just so that you can learn the song, I would love to be able to sing beautifully, but that's just not one of my gifts. More likely, your maleta is going to be azul, marrón, negro. Azul, marrón, negro, or maybe grey, which is gris. Okay? If you learn that song, you'll get those colours. And then maybe from the other side, al otro lado del autobús, so another asistente del autobús, otro conductor, comes round and he says, ¿Usted es la señora Darby? Sí, aquí tiene tu maleta. Aquí tiene tu mochila. All's well that ends well. Everybody's happy. Okay, mañana come back. I want to tell you how to invite somebody to a concert. Buy tickets and in you go. So if that's something that you ever fancy doing, go to un concierto and have that as part of your viaje. Well, come back mañana. We're going to do that mañana. And if you could, let me know if you do write un poema. Pop it in the comments. Hasta mañana. Adios.